Millions of people sit in quiet rooms, close their eyes, and try to force their brains into total silence. They want a blank slate. They want to turn off the noise. But the harder you try to push the noise away, the more aggressive the thoughts become. The resistance itself amplifies the chatter, turning a quiet meditation attempt into a frustrating mental shouting match. We've been conditioned to treat our own mind as an enemy. We blame it for our anxiety, for our endless distractions, and the exhaustion of overthinking. But look at the mechanics of this fight. What if attempting to silence your own thoughts is a biological impossibility, simply because we misunderstand where those thoughts actually come from? The desperation to achieve a completely blank mind is the very thing causing our psychological exhaustion. To stop the suffering, we have to completely rethink how the brain acquires information in the first place. Consider a newborn. At the exact moment of birth, a child has zero internal thoughts. There is no language, no preconceived ideas, no internal monologue. Human thought enters exclusively through 5 physical gates: sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. If someone places rotting food near you, once the scent hits your nose, a thought materializes. If you're deaf, the sensory gate for music is closed. The thought never arrives. Your mind does not spontaneously invent these concepts out of thin air. It is merely processing a delayed echo of the physical world around you. You might be wondering why, when you sit alone in a perfectly silent, pitch-black room, your mind is still racing with thoughts. The answer is your stored library. When the live sensory feed is cut off, the brain pulls from the massive archive of past sights, sounds, and physical experiences you've already accumulated over a lifetime. The mind acts strictly as an indicator system. Think of it like an airport security scanner. When a piece of luggage passes through containing something concerning, the machine flashes its alarm. It didn't put the dangerous item in the bag, it just reports what is there. Getting angry at your mind for an anxious thought is like getting angry at your computer's mouse cursor because you clicked on a corrupted file. The cursor is just doing exactly what it was designed to do. Your mind is an incredibly faithful, neutral biological servant. It simply alerts you to incoming data. It is not the author of your misery. Trying to stop your thoughts while you still have functioning physical senses is an unwinnable fight against fundamental human biology. Historical spiritual masters understood this clearly. 19th century mystic Ramakrishna Paramahansa suffered from severe throat cancer, yet maintained intense clarity and peace. His chief disciple, Swami Vivekananda, documented how Ramakrishna could observe his physical deterioration with complete detachment. The physical sensory input of extreme pain was present, but his mind remained a neutral observer, totally separate from the physical decay. Think of your thoughts as smoke rising from a glowing ember on an incense stick. You can wave your hands furiously to fan the smoke away, but as long as the incense stick remains physically lit, the smoke will never stop. To end the continuous cloud of intrusive thoughts, you cannot fight the smoke. You have to put out the fire. That fire is your attachment. Ancient texts call it rag dvesh, the deep-seated human cycle of expectations, intense desires, and total aversion to certain outcomes. There's a massive difference between simply having a thought and attaching your personal identity to it. A thought is just biological data. Your attachment to it is what makes it hurt. Stop declaring war on your own biological alarm bells. Let your physical senses receive data, and let your mind function as the neutral navigator it was built to be. Real liberation does not look like a sterile, empty brain. It is reaching a state where thoughts flow freely through you, fully experienced, yet entirely stripped of their power to cause you pain.